There's so many ways to make your house look more expensive than it is, and if you haven't gotten the hint here on this video, that's kind of like my thing, is making things look more expensive than they are. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am super excited to be sharing my top Amazon purchases for my house. I know that I haven't done like a tour of our place or anything. It's not like something I do with my channel really. So this is a little bit off the beaten path. However, I wanted to film this just to share some things that make me look forward to being here. As a mom, obviously we spend a lot more time at home than we do anywhere else. So it's very important for me to just have a home that I am proud of and things that make being here a lot easier. This video I'm sharing some of my favorite things about my house with you guys. As you know, Prime Day is coming up, so I'm excited to share this because I know last year a lot of these products were on sale. So hopefully you guys can get a good deal out of these this year as well. And if not, at least some good ideas on how you can jazz up your house, spice things up a little bit, you know, just get some ideas out of this video, if anything. So without further ado, let's get started. And if you're new here, welcome. I hope you will stay and subscribe for weekly videos with me. So let's start with our entryway because that has been the biggest change thus far here. We used to have a mat for our shoes, which was not big enough, was horrific. It just looked so ugly. And it just wasn't serving its purpose. So we got this bench, which honestly has completely changed our entryway. It looks so much nicer. It's not too big where it's crowding the entryway. It's just big enough, but they do come in different sizes. So if you have a bigger entryway than ours, then you can get a bigger one. I really like the size that we have for what we currently are working with. It has storage underneath the bench, which we use for toys for our dog, wipes for him, his leash sometimes goes in there. There's tons of storage that you can use for various different things. And then underneath that, we put our shoes. And then underneath that shoe storage, we also use for more shoes because we do tend to pile up shoes in our entryway. So it is so much better. Honestly, it has made the entryway look so much neater and nicer. In addition to that, we added a mat inside that says, "I'm so glad you stopped by." And that mat unfortunately wasn't bought on Amazon, but I'm gonna see if I can find a similar one and link it below for you guys. I believe we bought it at home. I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure you can find that in any of these big home goods stores. But yeah, it was super cute, and it kind of goes with the whole aesthetic of the entryway with the wood color, brown, and so forth. I just really like how clean our entryway looks. We didn't want it to be too crowded. We wanted it to be nice and clean and safe for the kids. So we love that. It looks amazing. We love the bench, really good quality. I highly recommend. Second Amazon purchase that I really love, and I bought this forever ago, but I'm still obsessed with it, is our living room lamp. It's an overhead lamp, which I believe is still in right now. People still are loving those, but it is something that I wanted when we bought this house and researched for a very long time, specifically for the height that we have, because we wanted it to be tall enough for our living room. And there's so many different sizes for these lamps, and if you're buying it online, it's just really hard to kind of gauge what will look good and what won't look good. Of course, you can buy these lamps anywhere, but for me, just buying on Amazon, one, was more affordable, and two, just easier because it's delivered right to your door. And those lamps tend to be really, really heavy, and we don't have an SUV, so it's just easier all in all. Highly recommend this lamp. It just makes the living room so much cozier. What we do is we have it connected to Alexa, so anytime we want to turn it on, we don't have to actually go back on the couch to turn it on. So if you're looking to do a similar setup in your house, there's an idea, so you don't have to go to the actual lamp and turn it on, because I believe the switch is at the bottom for this lamp. So that is what we are currently working with, and I absolutely love it. Highly recommend for the living room or really anywhere else in the house. Next thing I wanted to share is actually right behind me, these lounge chairs. These chairs are so clutch. Honestly, the best purchase that I probably have made so far, although I feel like everything I've said so far have been the best purchases I've made, which is why I'm sharing it. But these chairs are still in. I feel like everyone loves this style. The quality is amazing. They look good. They're very modern. They are easy to clean. You can use them anywhere. Initially, I had it in our sunroom, and then we turned that into the playroom. So it's here now, which honestly I prefer, because this is kind of like a chill area where, you know, if we did have the time, which we don't right now, you could sit, have a nice coffee here, read a book, or just, you know, have a conversation with a friend or a spouse or whoever. So these chairs are awesome. Eventually, I'm going to use it for the purposes mentioned. I can't say I have used much of them lately, just because, again, you know, I'm a mom of 2 under 2 right now, so things are pretty crazy. But I love the aesthetic of them, and if you are looking for some lounge chairs for your house, these are it. I know there are many styles out there, but I do really, really like this style. There's so many ways to make your house look more expensive than it is, and if you haven't gotten the hint here on this video, that's kind of like my thing, is making things look more expensive than they are, and therefore making the house just look nicer and feel nicer without spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. With that being said, the frame lights on top of your gallery wall makes all the difference in the world. If you want to make your house look more expensive or just bring more attention to the gallery wall or pictures that you have in a specific part of your house, I highly recommend having a light over them. This specific one is the one that I got. I'll probably get another one for our actual gallery wall, because this is just a really small one that we have in our living room, but we have an actual gallery wall down the hallway that has tons of pictures, like our wedding pictures and, you know, our maternity shoot and all that stuff. This is just like a small little gallery wall that we constantly change as, you know, we evolve. So highly recommend. It makes all the difference. It's so cute. I love bringing attention to a picture too. I don't know what it is about it, but it just is so nice. I think it's very reasonably priced. Yeah, I will link that below for you guys too. One thing I forgot to mention is it comes with a remote. The remote has the light for warm and cool options. So you do have 2 options for lighting, and you have an option to set a timer, which I think makes all the difference. Definitely set a timer so you don't have to worry about having it on all night because you forgot and went to bed. You can set it for half an hour, you can set it for however long, and I think that makes all the difference too. As far as accessories go, I am loving this laptop stand. I cannot emphasize how amazing this purchase has been for me, especially since editing videos and spending a lot of time on my computer doing so. Having something that I'm not being hunched over to type in the computer has been night and day. But really, for anyone that owns a laptop and you want to spend some time on your computer, it's nice to have something that keeps your posture straight. I still am blown away when I go to a coffee shop and I see everybody on their computer and no one has this. I wonder if no one knows about it. I don't know how I came across this computer stand, this laptop stand. However, man, am I glad that I did. It is just life-changing. You can set it up for different heights depending on your height, and I'm telling you, it just makes it so much more pleasurable typing on your computer and not worrying about being hunched over the whole time. I highly recommend. With that, I'm also gonna link a laptop cleaner that I use. It's just a little spray that you can clean the screen. I usually use that to clean my screen of my laptop and my phone. And I also have a little stand to store my laptop and the laptop stand at the end of the day, and I'll link that down below too, because those all come hand in hand, and I think they have been amazing purchases for me because I use it all the time. Lastly, and if you watch some of my recent shorts, you probably have seen this already, but I wanted to share this egg holder, I guess it's called, or egg container. I have searched all over the internet to find one that actually holds enough eggs, because normally it doesn't make sense. They're like 40 eggs or 30 eggs, like an uneven number, because normally you will get, let's say, an egg container that you buy at the store will have 12 eggs. So it's like, if you have 2 of those, that's 24. Or if you have 24, that's 48 if you buy 2. But you never get that number. So this actually holds enough eggs for me that, makes sense for me to have. I didn't want to have like 2 different egg containers in my fridge. I wanted to make it nice and easy. And the whole point is to really have things organized and save space, not, crowd the fridge, especially since I have a very small fridge. So highly recommend this egg container. Not only does it look nice, but it holds more than enough eggs. I think the one that I bought holds 60. And we go through a lot of eggs in this house. I have 3-4 eggs in the morning. My son has 2, and now we have another boy. And so everybody's an egg lover in this house. So we need a big egg container for the fridge. So this has been super helpful. I also like that you pull it to get the egg out, because the last one that I had to take the whole container out of the fridge every morning. Not a big deal, but this is just more convenient for me. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you guys like videos like this, I will definitely be sure to make more in the future and share some other items that I'm buying. More specifically, I definitely want to make a video with like newborn items that I bought so far for my son who just turned 5 weeks. I want to compare the bottles that he tried, because we had him try the Dr. Brown again, though I said I would switch to a vent, and we recently got the event. We're trying that out in comparison, because the Dr. Brown's again did not work out well for us. Just go through some of the Amazon purchases that I did for him, because I found them extremely helpful. Stay tuned for another video on only newborn stuff that I bought for him. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, like, share with a mom friend or anyone that you think might enjoy this video, and I will see you next time.